I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're two sisters Southern cooking.
Hey y'all, so we're doing chicken and dumplings today, and today we're going to do my version that I do more often than I do the homemade version.
Yeah.
We're doing a quick and easy version with using frozen dumplings. I usually take them and break them. I let them thaw out and I just break them in half because they're about 6 inches long maybe, and I break them into about 3-inch pieces so that they're easier to scoop up and eat.
And to cook too, so.
Right, so right now we're getting started with the chicken portion. I have 16 cups of water in my Dutch oven, and we're going to the stove now to get the chicken in and get it started to cooking. We're doing that early so that the chicken can cool down so we can shred the chicken off the bone, because we have chicken legs and we have chicken thighs and we have skin on both of them, so they're going to have a good broth.
Yeah, so we're gonna save the broth for the chicken and dumplings.
Right, so we're just getting the chicken cooking right now so that we can let it cool down so that we can touch it to shred it when it comes time to start the dumplings.
All right.
So we'll see you at the stove. Hey y'all, so I'm getting ready to put the chicken in. It's trying to start to a boil here, so I know it's gonna take the temperature back down when I put the chicken in, but we have to get the chicken in, get it started. So I have legs and thighs that we're using. Well, I splattered water everywhere. Alright, we're just going to let this come back up to a boil and cook it until the chicken is done, and then we'll turn it off and let it cool down so that we can shred it when we get to the point of making the dumplings with it. So we'll see you shortly. Forgot to put the salt and pepper in, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to season the chicken right now, which in turn seasons the broth, because we're going to keep the same broth when we go to do the dumplings. Alright, we got our salt and pepper in, and that's all we're putting into it. We're going to put some butter in when the dumplings go in, but that'll be later when we do the dumplings. But all that we're using for this is chicken, salt and pepper, and the dumplings, and some butter when it comes time. We'll see you shortly. Hey y'all, we are at a rolling boil now, so I set my timer for 45 minutes. I want to make sure my chicken is done and tender, so that's why I'm cooking it for at least 45 minutes. And then we'll let it cool down. Hey y'all, so these are the dumplings I use. These are called open kettle dumplings by Mary B's. I'm not sure if they're just local to around where I'm at or not, but I have 2 packs of them. Probably more than what we need, because I'm looking at it, it says there's about 9 servings in 1 pack. So I've got about 18 servings here of noodles, but what I do is I open them up and then I just break them in half, because they're about 8 inches long. So I break them in about to 4-inch pieces as I put them into the boiling water, and I continually stir as I'm adding them so they don't stick together when you first put them in. So follow me to the stove and we'll get started. Also, I am now ready to start putting in the dumplings. As you can see, I'm just ripping them in half. And dropping them in. And every now and then I will stir through just to make sure that they're not sticking together. Careful that lid's over there. As soon as I get all the dumplings in, I'm going to add the shredded chicken back into it. I am going to start adding in the chicken and then mix it in. And then this will cook for probably about 15-20 minutes on a rolling boil. And then I'll turn it down to low and let it cook for about 30 minutes until the dumplings are tender. Alright, I'm going to stir this around and mix the chicken in with the dumplings, and just about when it's almost totally done, I'll add a stick of butter. Okay, y'all, I am going to add a stick of butter to this and let it finish cooking. All right, y'all, we will show you what it looks like when it's done.
I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.